You mix that together, you get Blake Griffin in Detroit.
Yep. And I'm torn on this. I'm more on the side I don't like it because I think the bad outweighs the good, but there is good to this trade. And one of the good is you get a real exciting player and also a charismatic guy off the court, somebody you're going to like to talk to, somebody you're going to like to see and hopefully be part of this community because he's here long term. This isn't a rental player. I mean, this is a guy who's here for 5 more years.
Yep, which could be the worst thing ever.
Or
whatever.
Yeah. Hey. You take a chance.
Listen, the contract is, like I said earlier, terrifying. But at worst, they're going to have to move Drummond in a couple of years then if this thing doesn't work out. Because Drummond's only 24 years old. He's an all-star type player. If they have to move him, they will. They've tried shopping him already. At this point, they're stuck with probably stuck with Blake Griffin. But like I said, you can move Drummond at least.
Gore's called out this trade because he wants Drummond to be an all-star. Because if the Pistons had a better record, Drummond would have been an all-star. Right?
248-539-9797. Let's go to your phone calls. We go to Corey on a cell. Hi, Corey.
Hey, guys. I just want to say, they've been wallowing me great for a number of years here. And watching the Pistons, I mean, even if they get healthy prior to this deal, felt like I was watching the Pistons after Billups had left. And we had Rip and we had good players, but we really didn't have a go-to guy that could shoulder the load. And it seems to me that now you do. And I think closing games out, we got a finisher now. We got, a high-level player that can shoulder that load and something to give us something to get excited about. We get a few wins and fill up those stands a little bit, get on a roll, get some excitement behind these guys for one again. And, I'm excited to see what happens. It's much like the Bulls without Michael Jordan with Scottie Pippen. And again, the Pistons with Rip Hamilton, but without Chauncey Billups. They just were never the same. And maybe this is that Mr. Big Shot that we can plug in there, and it makes a difference.
It's a risk. I mean, there's a chance he won't get back to being 100% healthy. There's a chance that he'll continue to decline. There's a chance that this contract will be too much, and it's a chance worth taking, in my opinion. 248-539-9797. Matt in Detroit, you're next. What's up, Matt?
Hey, fellas, great show.
Thank you for calling.
Basketball-wise, I like the deal. Don't get me wrong, Tobias Harris being only 24, 25 years old, I think Doc Rivers can make him flourish. I think he's going to be very good in L.A. I think Avery Bradley, as you said, I hope people are listening to you guys because, like you said, Avery Bradley was gone anyway. And, I mean, it doesn't really – I think Blake Griffin, the common fan doesn't understand how really good Blake Griffin is. They just know about the highlight dunks and the dunk over Brandon Knight and all that. But the thing is Blake Griffin, if there's a mouse in the house, he can put his back to the basket and get a layup in the post. But the thing about that is if you go back to Stan Van Gundy's Orlando teams when they were very good, they played with one big, Dwight Howard. They had Turkoglu. They had Rashard Lewis. They had guys like that could shoot. Van Gundy needs this for his system to work. And Blake Griffin can hit the mid-range jumper. He can hit the three ball. He can put his back to the basket and back a little guy down. And we have our force in the middle in Drummond. So this spreads the floor. This does things that fit Stan Van Gundy's system. And people, like I said, I just don't think the average Detroit fan doesn't realize how good Blake Griffin is, but they will. Blake Griffin can do everything on the basketball court. Like you guys said, I mean, injuries and stuff, we can't control that.
Everything you said there, I mean, there's some good stuff there. The only thing is it was DeAndre Jordan that annihilated Brandon Knight, but whatever.
I do like the mouse in the house.
The mouse
Blake
in the house is a great call. He has. Oh, there's no doubt about it, but he's not quite the high flyer he once was. But I really think everything you said is spot on. This is it's a desperate situation, and they went for it.
Yeah, the game used to be played above the rim. It's not the case anymore.
248-539-9797. We go to Dave in Ferndale. You're next. Hi, Dave.
Hey, guys. Let's just call this what it is. They just put a fur coat on a turd and try to tell you it's the next Miss America. I get that, the Pistons weren't going anywhere. They put themselves in a situation. It was like a no-win situation. The only way you win in this league is you hit on your first round draft picks, and then every now and then you hit on your second round too. They haven't done that consistently, and they put themselves in a situation where they're trading for people like Bradley and Harris, and then they can't keep them once, their contracts go up or they're on a one-year contract. If they were in the Palace, I'm not sure they'd make this move. You stated it, Doug. It's embarrassing. It's a brand new stadium, and people aren't going out to watch them. So this is for excitement, and they can try and sell it as we're going to win now and in the future, or maybe just in the future. But without draft picks, without guards on the team, I mean, let's face it, they're not going to win anything. They may get some more fans in the seats, but in terms of winning, I don't see that scenario.
Yeah, I didn't see them winning with the old scenario, and I'm not sure they're going to win now. But they're damn more interesting. Like they play Cleveland tonight, and Blake Griffin won't play. They play Memphis Thursday. Which game are you going to watch them both? Are you going to watch one? Are you going to watch none?
I'm a sad fan. Well, watch the games. I know a lot of people aren't, but I'm excited to watch exciting basketball, and that's fine. And for me right now, I'm realistic. That's enough. But I think for fans to think that this is really going to turn them, if they're really digging hard into this is the future and we're going to win.
Dave, you're watching both games.
Yeah.
All right, thanks. That's all I need to know.
Let's
go to Oliver in Ann Arbor. Hi, Oliver.
Hey, appreciate you guys taking my call.
Well, thank you.
All right, this is why I absolutely love this trade. Because if, let's say, Blake Griffin doesn't get injured, we're a better team for it, we'll sell more seats. Let's say he does get injured, then the Pistons are a joke. And guess what? That first-round draft pick that we traded is a protected top 4 pick. So you think without Blake Griffin and the current team that they're going to be better than the bottom 4 in the East? Absolutely not. So we're going to get that first-round pick back. That's the big piece here. Stan Van is a genius.
Well, they would get it this year, and it would just get delayed till next year. But they could plummet to the bottom of the NBA. You're right about that, which is weird to say. That's what makes this trade great, is that they could plummet to the bottom of the NBA.
Exactly.
But he would have to.
And honestly,
he'd have to get hurt right away.
Right.
Yep.
But the reality is that it's a safety net. And that's why Stan Van is smart, because he's hedging his bet.
I wish it was protected from more.
Stay in mediocrity, or we can work to try to be in a position that it's actually serviceable. And the reality is, if we can get that pick back, that's good for us. If Blake stays healthy, that's good for us too. All in all, I think it's a win.
Wow, we got a lot of callers liking this trade where it seemed like social media and the experts hate it.
Oh, I went online last night, and it was just hate after hate, which I understood. Listen, if you don't like Blake Griffin as a player or you don't think he'll ever be healthy, you're not going to like the trade. I get it. To me, I think he has a very good chance of being healthy. Not lately, obviously, but these are some fluke injuries he's had, and it's worth the risk in my mind, just like you said, Doug.
Your feedback brought to you by La Quinta Inn and Suites. The Pistons need young assets and first-round picks, not a high-paid star on a middling team. We tried to have two bigs with Andre and Moose before, and that didn't work. Greg Monroe is better than...
There could be two more opposite players than Greg Monroe and Blake Griffin. I'm not sure Greg Monroe can jump.
No, Greg Monroe doesn't get off the ground. From day one, he ran like an old man with a back problem. Blake Griffin's hurt and runs better than Greg Monroe.
The first question at his combine was, how long have you been hurt?
Yeah. This trade is going to shine the light on how bad SVG has been drafting. Stanley Johnson should get 20 tonight. I'll be shocked if he doesn't. How do you win on the road? Stay at La Quinta Inns and Suites. Enjoy stylish lobbies and exciting room renovations. Book now at LQ.com. 248-539-9797. Apparently the Pistons made an offer yesterday for somebody else that wasn't accepted, and then they turned around and traded for Blake Griffin. We'll tell you what that deal was at 10:50, 97.1.